It's July 11th, 2023, and you're watching Russia Hates the Truth, a fact-focused show produced at the AFU's Territorial Defense Forces Media Studios in Kyiv. This is Sergeant Sarah Ashton-Cirillo, and I'm glad you care about the truth. We have several topics to discuss and debunk tonight. However, we lead with an update on Russian terrorism. In Kyiv, Zaporizhzhia, the death toll has risen, with 7 civilians dead. Over a dozen are also injured from the Kremlin-ordered guided missile strike on a humanitarian aid point. Russia is a terrorist state. Let's get right into it. Today marks the first day of the 2-day NATO Summit in Vilnius. As expected, the Kremlin has been issuing more and more hollow threats to Ukraine and the global community in the lead-up to this momentous gathering. In this vein, Kremlin-flack Dmitry Peskov had this to say last night: Ukraine's membership in NATO will have very, very negative consequences for the security architecture, the already half-destroyed security architecture in Europe. The response is simple. For the last 503 days, the armed forces of Ukraine has preemptively responded to this rhetoric from Putin's press team. Russia hates the truth that the courage of Ukrainian heroes has wiped away the dust of history, doing so to protect the values for which NATO was created to uphold. The Ukrainian people has guaranteed the perpetual Russian dictatorship, one which has forever tried to subjugate the peoples of Europe, will never again attempt to conquer the continent. Now to the south. On July 8th, Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Maliar wrote that 273 days had elapsed since the first blow against the Crimean Bridge. In response, Russian MFA spokesperson Maria Zakharova pointed a finger at Ukraine, suggesting it was improper for us to be able to defend Ukrainian territory. Russia hates the truth that the defenders of Ukraine can strike a blow for liberation at any time, and have yet again proven this through Deputy Maliar's statement. Lastly, we have something that would be funny if it wasn't so sad. According to the Center for Countering Disinformation, Russian agents created a fake NATO news release stating that troops from Ukraine's Azov and Kraken units would be deployed to help quell unrest in France. Despite being respected for their military capabilities worldwide, Ukrainian troops are not deploying anywhere except to the front lines of Ukraine's war for liberty and liberation against the Russian invaders. Russia hates the truth that the only way they can avoid the strength and ability of the Azov and Kraken is by trying to make them fictitiously disappear. In other news that Russia will hate, France's President Emmanuel Macron has confirmed Ukraine will receive his nation's potent Scalp long-range cruise missile. This is the second long-range missile that the armed forces of Ukraine will have received from allies, with the Storm Shadow from the United Kingdom already in use. Both missiles are said to have ranges in excess of 250 kilometers. Vive la France, and thank you, Great Britain. And thank all of you for joining us, and check out our entire video library at TDF Media Studios on YouTube. Slava Ukraini, and may God bless our troops.